Welcome to the Social Playbook. We're so freaking back. This is Colin Fitzpatrick. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, Colin is actually my boss at CBT News, and he's great. He's the social media director at
That
CBT.
is me. Yep.
He also has his Cars with Colin account. How's that going?
Dude, it's going strong. I'm loving it. It's something that was kind of outside of my comfort zone at first, but getting into social media and doing this it's all about the learning process. So
yeah, it's really, social media is just like really stepping out of your shell, because at some point you'll have to get in front of the camera like we are right now, and it's hard talking to a camera.
it is, and it's good for business though. So
yeah,
you got to be comfortable.
it's really the new resume, in my opinion. It
is. If you don't have a social media presence, you're really missing out big time. So
yeah. So life updates. I went to the tanning bed last night. Got really burnt.
You look like a lobster right now.
My face, I don't know, my face is pretty bad, but the GF wants me to get in the whatever you call it, the tanning bed.
At least you're not doing the fake tan, like rubbing that shit all over your body.
No,
so
that'll come soon.
Yeah.
I have done that. Shout out to Allie Mayfield. She used to do the spray
Oh,
tans.
you have done that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did that for spring break, but
Yeah.
Ty did it. My roommates did it, so it was a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get me to get in a tanning bed. Not with this perfect Irish skin.
Yeah.
All these freckles all over my body.
Well, you actually look tan.
I mean, just went to Florida, went to Jacksonville for the Florida-Georgia game. And just being out on the beach for a little bit. I didn't think, because it wasn't hot, I didn't think I was going to get burnt. And then I walk inside, and Maddie's like, you're red right now. I was like, okay. Well, it eventually, it's like starts out red, and then it just turns into a tan eventually. So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's how it is for me. Get red. I either get red, get tan, or I turn into like a reptile.
Yeah.
And one spring break, I was literally, it looked like snow when I was shaking off all the
That's how I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that we're entering winter, we're going to be pale. So I actually might have to jump into the tanning bed.
There you go. So how was the Georgia-Florida game?
Well, I'm a Gator fan, so
Not awesome.
it's just depressing every single year going to that thing. But it's a lot of fun. We're going into it knowing we're going to lose, but there's that slim chance you hang on to.
Yeah.
And I put $50 in, thinking, hey, there's a chance. It's a little off the drink a little bit, so like put in $50 and had hope for the first half. And that second half came, and Georgia's a second half team. And of course, every single time they come out of that tunnel after halftime, I'm like, okay, we're done. This is it. First few plays, I'm like, yep, that's it. It's a wrap.
One of these years.
Yeah, one of these years.
It's going to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to a dance competition this weekend. With my girlfriend. She teaches dance, so she's going to be watching the competition. I'm just going to be there supporting the team, I guess.
I remember going to my sister's when I was younger, and those are like an all-day thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be there all day, but
No.
it's a commitment to be there.
It's like a swim meet, really. I don't know if you're familiar with the swim meet, but it's an all-day activity, and it's like...
Watch everybody else go, and then you have your 30 minutes, and that's it.
You're there for hours, and then you're done in less than a minute for swimming, so...
Well, you're a good boyfriend. We're going.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm excited, because it's like her family also works in it too, so the mom will be there, and we have a couple friends in it, so...
Yeah.
Hang
You
out.
got to update me on Monday, see how that went.
The hotel bar will be an active spot, probably.
Yeah.
So we'll break into the news. Nothing too exciting, but I want to get your takes on some of these headlines. TikTok expands access to bulletin boards for profiles. Have you heard of the bulletin boards?
Never heard of that before.
So it's pretty much Instagram broadcasts. Have you seen that?
Dude, you make me feel like I'm not in social media. What is Instagram broadcast?
So it's basically what do you call it? It's like a one-way group chat between the brand and like their followers.
Oh, okay.
And we used it at Prize Picks, and it wasn't really like, I don't know. I don't think it hits that hard, because it's like, in theory, it's like, oh, I'll like be able to basically DM all my followers, and it's like, I don't know, you don't get too much interaction. It also doesn't really produce anything from there to the feed, like performs or makes your stuff perform any better.
Yeah.
So to me, it just seems like extra work.
So is it like a notification you get in your DMs from a specific brand?
Yeah.
It could be good, but I feel like that kind of comes across as like really spammy. Like when you're invading my DMs, I'm like, get out of here right now. I do not want to talk to you. I didn't ask for this, you know. So
Exactly. So that's why, I don't know, it feels like it like I said, in theory, it sounds like it would be great from the brand side, but like you're saying, like I don't think the consumer really cares for that.
Yeah, it's like LinkedIn. You're on LinkedIn and you get all these DMs that you're just like not even reading. Like, nope.
It's like you can go to university for free at no-name college.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No thanks.
Or it's I have a sales position for you that you'll make X like gazillion dollars in like your first few months. But I didn't think it was too worthwhile at Prize Picks because it just like it's almost an extra body. Like if you want to really nurture it and make it, because the whole thing around Prize Picks is like that DM group chat culture, like, oh, dude, he just did this. And that's what we're like, oh, that's going to be perfect for broadcasts.
Yeah.
And it just didn't translate over. So
now TikTok's doing that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, it's interesting because I don't think Instagram, like when they're doing it or they have been doing it, it didn't seem like it was succeeding. And now TikTok's doing it. So maybe people have some success.
Well, I'm embarrassed. I feel like you should be the new director of social media because I have no idea. I've never even heard of that until now.
It's pretty niche. So that's why I like.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for the promotion. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There's some internal documents indicate that Meta's earning billions from scam ads.
That's scam ads.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they can't be doing that.
It's like AI scam ads or what?
Probably. I didn't read too much into it, but it's probably like crypto stuff and like, I guess they're like, well, if they're going to pay for ads and give us money, why not? But I don't know. It seems pretty unethical to me.
Yeah, it does. I was even making some ads today and I just saw all the tools that all these platforms have where it's like, we'll generate the image, we'll generate the text, it's like, at what point is this going to have no human at all doing any part of the ad, you know? And I don't know, that just feels like really weird to me that you don't have any part in the ad at all. Like even just like the creative itself, I feel like you need to have like some play in that, the ad creation. I'm not just going to like be like, oh yeah, trust AI and just punch out an ad for like the company, you know?
They're like, I forgot who said it. I think it was Zuckerberg where they're trying to get to the point where you have like the target audience, and then you just click go, and they do everything else for AI wise.
Mm-hmm. So, all those like Facebook ad managers that are like, have you ever see these guys on like Instagram and TikTok? Like, I make millions from managing ads for people. It's like not going to be around for much longer because already taken over.
So another meta topic, they actually are starting to highlight. Have you seen the Meta AI glasses?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some guy just tried to sell me on those in the mall yesterday. So
that's crazy.
I was like, oh, maybe. Looked at the price. No.
Yeah.
No thanks. Not right now.
Aren't they like 300 something?
They're like 350.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can like get the upgraded whatever. And it's like all the way up to like 500, I want to say. I could be wrong on that. But
300 or 500 to be a creep on the streets with the cameras.
Yeah. I don't know if FaZe had a pair or not, but I think he did because he was showing me a video that he took in his car with that. And like,
they're kind of cool.
Driving.
But, so they have like so you're scrolling through Instagram, and I think sometimes they have the reels in that like normal feed. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but now they have a section for just the Meta AI glasses content. So basically we need to invest in some glasses.
Yeah.
Anyways,
day in the life at the office. So
it's just like creating news stories.
Yeah. Who wants to see me sit at my desk for 8 hours a day?
And then go get coffee and that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's an article that covers how marketers are planning to use AI, influencers, and more in 2026. And there's a specific part where you can see where marketers are trying to focus on what platforms to focus on in social media. And it goes from Instagram to LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, X, and then Snapchat. Is anything
In that order?
Yeah. So people are focusing on Instagram first, LinkedIn, then Facebook is the top 3.
And this is businesses, right? Like
Yeah, marketers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think much of that's wrong. I haven't used Pinterest at all since working at the company. Maybe we should look into doing that a little bit, but even Snapchat, obviously, that's probably going to be the bottom one.
Yeah.
Every time I'm on Snapchat, it's just like brain rot content.
Yeah. For I thought it was interesting that YouTube didn't make the list. And Snapchat is apparently above that because it's not on the list.
Yeah.
Also interesting that LinkedIn's second over like TikTok and Facebook.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype around LinkedIn. I keep seeing like from like podcasts, people are saying how LinkedIn video is like the way to go. And then you go to their profile and they're like trying to post reels on LinkedIn. It's like 3 likes. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, even for us, LinkedIn Reels or whatever you call those, LinkedIn Reels has not really worked that well for us. It's more of that horizontal, like long form content that's been doing better for us. But I did see something that LinkedIn was, when it first came out, the reel format first came out, companies are always going to push their new product really heavily, and they're going to push it on the algorithm heavily. But we saw some of that when it first came out, but then in the past few months, it's just started declining. Yeah. So we just kind of moved back to that horizontal content, like, But yeah, I mean, I think LinkedIn's a great platform to be on, especially if you're a business marketing to other businesses. Like that's where you have to be. I even just placed an ad today for what was it? The 3 main ones were Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Yeah. And those were the 3 main ones. I'm not really going to push an ad out because you can't get really specific. It's really hard to find a company as niche as ours, or people that are interested in a company as niche as ours, where we're catering to people that are in the retail automotive industry, not just like you care about cars. You have to be like in a dealership, providing services for a dealership, and that's a very small, very niche thing. Yeah. So you can really get specific on LinkedIn, which is good. But for stuff like TikTok, you can't really. It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
But I mean, that list is pretty solid.
Yeah. I think, YouTube is underrated, I think. But it's interesting that Pinterest is up there.
Yeah, I just think it's, well, I guess YouTube Shorts is there, but it's harder to make like the long form content and stay consistent with that on YouTube than it is to just like pick up your phone and post reels. So,
yeah, for sure.
Like I said,
I think if I were starting a new brand, I am doing this, is investing in YouTube and doing that longer form video, the podcast, and I also want to do that hour-long special, which is hopefully coming out pretty soon. But yeah, anyways, we'll get into the real nitty-gritty.
The real.
Yeah. Do you know, have you ever watched Nacho Libre?
Yes, when I was so young.
Yeah?
Yeah, not in a long time. Why?
He just says, like, get into the real nitty-gritty.
Oh,
or
yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
So how did you get into content creation? Because I've known you for a while now, and I've seen you on the sidelines doing like graphic design and some video stuff. But like, what made you get into it?
So for those of you that don't know, me and Michael were in the same fraternity in college, and when I was in that fraternity, I wanted to do a role. I just didn't know what role that was going to be. I didn't want something that was like too stressful, but I didn't want something like, I don't want to do nothing. You know? I wanted to do something for the fraternity. And I've always loved like the creative aspect of like graphic design, video editing, stuff like that, like just content creation in general. So took over the social media job, social media director for whatever you want to call it, for PyCap.
Yeah. And
got into that. Everyone loved the graphics. I feel like I really stepped up the graphics a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Video editing, not so much. I didn't do I did like a few videos, but most of it was like graphic design. And after leaving college, started working here, CBT News, and was doing sales actually. And I hated that. I was not good at sales. I found out very quickly that It takes a very specific kind of person to be in sales and be good at sales, and kind of not really having someone to teach me the ropes of sales, like formally. I just wasn't that good at it.
Yeah.
And every time, like the objective was to get, develop ads and then book calls. And every time I would book a call, I'd be like, yes. And then the next day I'm like, oh my God, I have to get on a phone call and try to sell something. It just didn't feel natural to me. And it always freaked me out, the idea of doing that. So not a salesman at all. But once I found out I wanted to get into the more production side of things. Oh yeah, forgot to mention too. I was doing video editing for CBT News while I was in college. So the days I wasn't in class, I was doing video editing remotely. So that was kind of another way that I was doing content creation.
What kind of videos were you doing?
It was like the long form interviews for CBT News. So it was a lot more, I guess I could have had more creative control, but I just wasn't really that dedicated to like changing the style. I didn't really have a lot of time. So I was just doing like the same style that we had been doing for a long time. And and then after college, did the sales thing, and then was like, I can't do this anymore, not for me. And then I go into social media after that. So I was like, I want to do something creative. That's what I'm all about. So I go into social media and start doing that. Was never doing the in front of camera stuff though. Like that waked me out big time. I was like, oh man, I can do the, behind the camera stuff, behind the scenes stuff. I can do graphic design. I can do all this other stuff. But getting in front of the camera was the biggest, that scared the hell out of me to even think about doing that. But, put yourself outside your comfort zone. I wasn't really happy with the projection. I was like, something's got to change here. And, you grow the most when you step outside of your comfort zone. So I decided to get in front of the camera, record some news stories. And, as time got, the first one, I wish I could pull it up. It was so bad. But as time goes on, you're going to get better and better and better and better. Like right when you came here to work.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I was like, yo, get in front of the camera. You're gonna try it, and you're gonna be great. And he gets up there, and it was just, he goes, is this one good to post? I'm like, nah, I think we'll hold off on this one, Chief. We'll wait till the next one. And even the next one that you did, it was infinite times better than the first one you did. And look at you now, you're killing it. So
appreciate it.
I think it's just repetition. And just getting outside of your comfort zone, eventually you're gonna get better at it. Yeah. And but yeah, now that I'm in social media, leading CBT News social media team, and we have 3 of us now. FaZe was the previous guest in the podcast, so we're the dream team right now. We're going strong. Really looking forward to 2026 and all the stuff that brings. We're brainstorming every single day about how we can get better. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. If I have that old clip of me, it's not really old. It's a month old.
Oh, and by the way, he does have it. It's just whether or not he's going to put it in the podcast. Yeah.
Starting in 2027, your car could stop you from driving drunk or too fast. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety just announced a major rule change. To earn its Top Safety Pick Plus award, new vehicles will soon need built-in systems that detect impaired driving and monitor your speed. This move ties into the federal push for passive alcohol detection in all new cars after 2026. I'm like, so today we're talking about Ford, and Ford lost this. Yeah. What's your favorite piece of content that you've made so far? It could be CBT, it could be kind of anything fraternity-wise, or. By the way, I forgot to mention those fraternity graphics were.
They were on point, dude. Compared to all the other fraternities, killed it. Yeah, killed it. My favorite piece of content I've done. Damn, that's a hard one. I mean, I've been doing the news videos. Now, I haven't been in front of the camera for that long. So it's only been less than a year now that I've been doing it. But it would have to be one of the Cars with Colin videos that I've been doing. Yeah. I think just opening up my own personal brand and kind of stepping out. Well, Cars with Colin is really tied into CBT News, but I kind of look at it as my own side project. Yeah. Where I can talk about stories that really relate to me and resonate with me more than something that resonates to automotive dealers or car dealers. So I get to pick my own stories. So I had one that I loved and it really went viral. It was a Koenigsegg story. Koenigsegg is this ultra luxury car brand. and it was about how they were their founder was bouncing around the idea of creating a more affordable car. And like by more affordable, that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, because these Koenigsegg cars are like $3 million. It's crazy. So I think that was my favorite story I did, because it really showed me the potential of what I can do there. Because that was the first one that got like 6,000 likes and it got like 100,000 views, and that really like motivated me a lot.
Yeah. So
getting numbers like that, you know, it's still fun to do it even if you don't get numbers, but when you get numbers like that, it's like, okay, wow, people actually like this stuff, and there's a market for it. So that was probably my favorite piece of content I did.
For sure. I think it's just getting into it and like developing your personal brand, and you'll be surprised what people will like. People will like your stuff if you just keep showing up, and you know, time will tell.
Yeah.
But let's see. Do you have any specific tools or software that you use? We use Canva a lot, Premiere. Is there anything that stands out to you that you use?
I use Premiere every single day.
Yeah.
That's my main one. Yeah. Premiere's After Effects has always been a pain in the ass to use for me. I don't even know how to work it half the time. When I look up like 3D or, you know, like short form, how to do 3D short form stuff, I'm looking up like tutorials of that. I get lost in the first like 30 seconds of the video. I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? I really do want to get more into After Effects though, because I think that separates like getting into After Effects separates like a good editor from like a great editor. You know, once you can learn how to do that, then that like sets you on another level where you can, you know, do freelance work that a lot of people can't do. So, and they pay a lot of money for it too.
Yeah,
so.
That, and I would say a step up after that, if you're looking to like step up your editing game, is 3D. 3D stuff is and right now I've noticed so many brands are branching into that like 3D kind of emoji vibe. Like Prize Picks is doing it, ESPN is doing it, Chime I've seen, which is the money company, like a wallet thing. I don't know, but yeah, people pay big bucks for that stuff.
Yeah, and they don't realize the amount of time it takes too to edit it's like a minute long piece. You're like, how long could that possibly take you? It's like that takes hours and hours and hours of work to do 1 minute of 3D work in After Effects. So like when Jim comes out to us and he's like, look at this video, like why can't we do this? I'm like, because that's really tough to do. You know, it's not as easy as dropping in a template or whatever. Yeah,
it's like he's the owner of the company CVT News, by the way. Yeah, I love when he sits over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Little bird. I guess we'll wrap it up. Getting into the last few questions. What's if you were hiring an intern or someone that wants to get into social media, what would be those first steps they would take to get into social media, and like what would be the criteria you would look for in hiring an intern?
For social media, I think it's becoming super important that you don't. I saw a post about this, but I think it's really important that you know a lot of things about content creation, whether that's like being in front of the camera, editing your own pieces, creating your own graphics. Like I think all of those elements come into play when you call yourself a social media creator. You know, you can't just be someone that like you can be an ad manager. That's a specific thing. But I think to be a really standout candidate in social media, you need to be able to do all these things together. That's why I think I call our team like the dream team. It's because like we can record our own stuff, we edit our own stuff, we make our own thumbnails, we do all of it, you know? So you don't have that like really values yourself as an employee in a company when you can do you can wear all these different hats in a company. And it makes it way harder for a company to replace you because they know your value, and it makes it way easier for you to get a raise. And just someone with drive too, because if you come in every day with a bad attitude, I think that's a horrible thing. If you are excited about the work you do and it shows in your creativity, that's another big thing. Having a solid portfolio of work that you do. So let's say you don't have any experience or you don't have any work to show, reach out to a couple companies and just say like, hey, you mind if I do like a couple pieces of free content for you? and of course they're going to say yes. Like what's the downside for them? They're not paying you. You're just trying to get experience.
Yeah.
So just reaching out to companies, saying like, hey, can I do some free work for you? Love to get some shots, or whether you're a videographer or content creator or graphic design, do free work for people. Build that portfolio up, and then go in with a strong portfolio and present that, and have a good attitude, and just learn. Just keep learning too. Always keep learning.
Yeah.
So
you just have to be like, I don't know, really, really into it. Cause like personally, like the way I learned and was just like being curious about how to create something. Like I would see a cool effect or whatever. I would be like, oh, I got to learn that. And so that's how I really learned Photoshop and all the tools. It wasn't like I sat down and took a course. It's just like as you go along, you kind of learn the tools.
Exactly.
But yeah, I totally agree. Like if you have that full portfolio of tools in your back pocket, like that's what's going to get you that's what's going to make you stand out.
Yeah.
I've
even been trying to get into videography. Like I just bought my own camera. Like I was trying to do that as like a little side venture. I thought it was really cool. I was seeing a bunch of videos on TikTok and Instagram, and I was like, oh, I want to get a camera like that. And I was like, okay, I want to get some portfolio shots for something. So I asked my buddy, who is he has his own production company, and his mom was getting married, and he's like, if you want to come shoot my mom's wedding, that's
no
like
pressure.
free. Yeah, no pressure. Like we're not going to pay. It's obviously just for experience. And I was like, dude, for sure I'll be there. And worked with the photographers there. Like, they were obviously getting paid. And I was just like, nope, I'm here just for experience. You guys, any advice would be great.
Yeah.
And then I like recorded the whole thing, edited it, and then delivered it to them, and they loved it. So
nice.
Just like having those kinds of pieces that you're not necessarily getting paid, but like what else are you going to do in your weekend? Like hang out with your buddies or whatever, like that can wait.
Yeah.
Just do something that like, builds on where you want to be. So just try new things.
What was I going to say? Another benefit of having all those tools in your back pocket is when someone, like just the network effect of like someone in your network, oh, I need a videographer. Oh, I need someone to make graphic design. Like you can be that person that does all those side projects. And that's kind of what's been happening to me. Like, oh, I kind of know how to do a website, so I'll do a website, or graphic design, do that like real quick. I hate there's like a trend on LinkedIn where people are like, social media isn't all the tool, or you have to know all the things. It's individual people.
Dude, that's the same post I was talking about. That's
really?
Crazy you referenced that. Yeah. It's like people get misconstrued about what a social media person is. I'm like, no, I think you've got it twisted actually. Like,
yeah, you'd have to like imagine we had you do have a production team, but imagine we had someone filming our stuff and then go off and edit it and have a graphic designer. Like that's multiple salaries that just can't happen. So I think that's some crazy stuff.
Dude, you should find that post and put it up on the screen because that like boggled my mind that so many people were behind it too.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 like crazy likes and
but there were some people in the comments that were disagreeing. I was like one of them because I was like, this is crazy to think that your job should just be like engaging with the comments and stuff. It's like, no, there's way more to it than that, and then posting ads. Like there's way more to. That's why it's like, if you go up to somebody and you're like, yeah, I do like social media for a company. They're like, that could mean so many different things. It's like that could be bare minimum, like you don't really do anything, or it's like you handle all of like, basically their entire marketing. Because like FaZe was saying in the last interview, like social media is the biggest marketing channel now. So and it's becoming more and more important that companies are taking it very seriously. So
companies like you guys are doubling, tripling down on it. So do you have any last minute thoughts or any other advice for someone that might be listening?
Advice, I strongly recommend you go follow Cars with Colin on TikTok and Instagram.
And CBT News.
And CBT News too. Sure. I'm just joking. No, CBT News as well. And thanks for having me on, man. It's been great.
Yeah. Thanks for getting on.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.
See you.